Officer Daniels came upon a devastating find while on a regular patrol at a nearby retail complex. He discovered a 3-year-old child sitting by herself in the far corner of the parking lot, hardly apparent among all the parked automobiles. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. He knelt down to her level and approached her with concern, wondering why she was alone herself. The young child said, "Mom doesn't want me home." Officer Daniels' eyes grew wide upon hearing the little girl's words. What sort of parents would act in this manner? There has to have been a miscommunication of some sort. Most likely, the girl didn't even know what she was saying. Officer Daniels made the choice to remain with the girl and protect her until her parents returned. They were most likely anxiously searching everywhere for her. "Jason is my name." "What's your name?" he said, thinking that if he gained her trust, he might be able to get some information from her. "Ella," she hesitantly answered. Jason said, "Wow, what a beautiful name," and the little girl smiled. "Let's go find your folks, Ella." "Are you aware of their location?" he said, and her smile vanished once again. "No, Mommy doesn't want me," she said, raising an eyebrow that confused Jason. "Let's go take a walk, okay?" He extended his hand to Ella, who accepted it, and the two of them entered the mall. He led her inside the control room where he briefed the on-duty information officer about the circumstances. Ella's parents were asked to come to the information center immediately after the police said Ella was gone. Ella's face sank after hearing this, and she repeated, No, Mommy doesn't want me." Unsure of what to do, Jason and the information officer exchanged worrisome looks. They made the decision to stay there a little while longer, and the officer made the statement once again. But nobody turned up. Besides, the retail mall was going to close. All that was visible on the surveillance cameras were empty hallways. "Ella, should we play a game?" Jason inquired. "The first one to see a yellow car wins." The young girl nodded and burst into a quiet chuckle. Her eyes brightened. This was the ideal method to return her to the parking lot without bringing up her parents. Every time they did that, it appeared to irritate her, Jason thought. After Ella and Jason thanked the information officer, they headed back outside. Since everyone had left the mall, there were even fewer automobiles in the parking lot than there had been before. Ella was disappointed to see that none of them were yellow. For a different reason, Jason was also dissatisfied. It was astounding to him that no one had come in search of this little girl. Ultimately, he made the decision to accompany her to the police station. There, he'd come up with an idea. It appears that this area is devoid of yellow automobiles. Ella nodded as he said, "Do you want to come with me and look somewhere else?" Jason looked at her more closely now and saw some oddities. Not only was her hair disheveled and tangled, but her hands and clothing were filthy as well. Though he was clueless about the circumstances, he could not help but notice that something odd was going on. Michelle, one of Jason's co-workers, was waiting for them outside when they got there. Though Michelle was a mother, Jason believed Ella could be better at ease in a female company. Ella was quite delighted to see Michelle's office since she also happened to have some of her daughter's stuffed animals there. Michelle took care of Ella while Jason attempted to locate her parents. He had to find them immediately. He examined every database and every report on missing persons, but he turned up nothing of use. Cop Jason Daniels examined the video that the cop from the shopping center had given them in the dark security room. As he saw a mundane automobile pull into the parking lot and stop, the video flashed. Ella, the little child, was left by herself in this situation. The automobile seemed to be a foreboding symbol of the enigma that was about to reveal itself to him. A possible clue in this mysterious case was the license plate of the automobile, which Jason saw. He typed the numbers into the database with deliberate keystrokes, and the screen flashed before displaying a depressing message. Not a match was discovered. The automobile vanished from the system completely, like to a ghost, adding to the mystery surrounding Ella's entrance. The automobile was inextricably linked to Ella, but its history remained a mystery. To follow the little hints he had to go farther. Resolved, Jason made the decision to take his quest outside of the databases and computers and into the actual world, the place where Ella's narrative first started. Jason went outside into the busy street that surrounded the mall. He went up to customers and other bystanders, holding up Ella's photo, and asked whether anyone knew her. Their expressions were a mixture of worry and interest, but none had any real knowledge about the small girl who had found herself at the heart of an increasingly intriguing story. A man, his voice laced with anxiety, answered, "Yes, I've seen her," in a tiny cafe a block away from the mall. "She often wandered around here late at night, always alone." Jason felt a chill go down his spine as he described Ella's isolation throughout the quiet night. Mixed stories were given by other retailers. Some recounted seeing an Ella-like girl playing alone at strange hours. They had no idea who she was by name or anything about her parents. Their tales were shards, echoing of a kid glimpsed but unknown, contributing to the mystery that shrouded her. Once back at the police station, Ella started to act differently around Jason and Michelle. Gradually, her initial fear gave way to a cautious contentment. Ella's voice disrupted the stillness at the station during a peaceful moment. She mutely said, "There was a big house with blue doors," as she peered into the distance. Her brow furrowing in concentration, she attempted to put together the fractured recollections in an attempt to remember more. This insignificant yet striking detail provided Jason with a concrete lead in a sea of doubt, leading him down a new path in his investigation. Ella started talking more about her particular preferences as she got more at ease in the station. When she talked about her favorite toys, a set of vibrantly colored blocks and a tattered teddy bear, her face lighted up with excitement. As the days went by, Jason saw that his concern for Ella's welfare grew, watching as she gradually changed from a timid, lonely youngster to a confident, outgoing young lady. A growing sense of accountability and connectedness washed over him. There was an unseen tie between them that grew stronger every day and made him want to do all in his power to support her. Inspired by Ella's statement, Jason set out to find the blue-doored mansion. He rummaged around the forgotten areas of the community, looking for that particular color. Jason's persistence paid off in a desolate section of town. The blue-doored home Ella had described was standing there. Jason felt a chill go down his spine as he described Ella's isolation throughout the quiet night. Mixed stories were given by other retailers. Some recounted seeing an Ella-like girl playing alone at strange hours. They had no idea who she was by name or anything about her parents. Their tales were shards, echoing of a kid glimpsed but unknown, contributing to the mystery that shrouded her. The fact that the shelter was involved implied that Ella's mother had asked for assistance, pointing to more serious problems in the family that had hitherto been kept a secret. She claimed in her letter that she was sick and was unable to take care of Ella on her own. These letters' urgent and frightened tones expressed a mother's need for assistance in keeping her kids safe. Jason made the decision to pay a personal visit to the women's shelter in an effort to get additional information. When Jason got to the shelter, he accepted himself for having hard talks. The staff, understanding of his plight, revealed Ella's mother's terrible reality. Overwhelmed by her situation, she had taken sanctuary there. Their disclosure depicted a lady seeking refuge for herself and her daughter in the face of overwhelming adversity. The most devastating information Jason discovered concerned Ella's mother's fate. He was told by the shelter officials that she had died from a serious illness. Jason was very affected by this revelation, realizing the extent of the anguish Ella's mother must have had, waging a war she would inevitably lose and leaving Ella all by herself. Jason also asked Ella about her father when he was there. The personnel at the shelter knew very little, but the information they did have was not encouraging. They thought he had vanished after engaging in illicit activity. Jason realized how horribly true it was that Ella had been abandoned. Her father's disappearance followed the terrible death of her mother, leaving her all alone in the world. Ella experienced extreme vulnerability and loneliness on her travels. Jason thought it over and came to a deeply felt conclusion. He decided to take Ella in as a foster child after being moved by her tale and the relationship they had developed. It was a choice motivated by a strong sense of connection and caring, in addition to obligation. Jason started his journey through the complicated foster care system. It was a tangle of legal procedures, meetings, and paperwork. He was adamant despite the difficulties. By a stroke of luck, Jason happened to meet Ella's maternal grandparents. Ever since Ella's mother vanished, they had been looking for her. Through this revelation, Ella was able to connect with her mother and her history, which had previously been absent from her life, and learn about a previously unknown aspect of her family. Ella and her grandmother had an intensely emotional meeting. Ella saw it as the revelation of a family she was unaware she had. It marked the conclusion of a difficult and uncertain quest for her grandparents. A new family relationship formed. Tales were exchanged, tears were shed, and a hole in Ella's life was filled with love and connection. Jason, who is now Ella's godfather, reflects on their trip at the end of the narrative. He reflected on Ella's enormous influence on his life and how she had changed him in unexpected ways. His relationship with Ella was marked by compassion, difficulty, and finally love. It served as evidence of the unexpected turns life may take, as well as the transformational effect of helping others. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.